So as we have sat down here for a conversation, I have my comfort buddy right here with me. I don't even know what I'm planning on shooting today. I'm just gonna pick a very random topic which I've saved since so long, and then I'm just gonna wing it. Hey bestie, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Krishi. I talk about self-development, personal growth and authenticity while fostering deep and meaningful connections. So if you're on that journey, subscribe to my channel and let's grow together. So when I started my college, I started realizing that I am attracting most of my friends who are in the victim mode. And like everybody else, even I wanted to just have a group and just chill during college time. I didn't want to be a loner, and I didn't want that my college life is spent not making friends or not having much fun. So I guess I kind of ignored what kind of friends I really wanted, and I just kind of went with the flow. Major regret. So I ended up making friends who didn't really make me feel accepted or appreciated for who I really was. It was always like, Kushi, you're too emotional, Kushi, you're too sensitive. And I'm like, that is just who I am. I think too deeply, I feel too deeply, and I do have a lot of emotions. I was always the kind of person who preferred working on myself and growing and evolving. But the friends that I made weren't really that type. They won't really want to have any open conversation on what's really going on, and if I'm getting hurt, so they wouldn't really want me to open up that much about it, and it always felt like it was usually my fault. So even though if I would end up saying things, it would usually be me being too emotional about things or thinking too much or overthinking, and nothing would majorly change. It would be just the same and the same vicious cycle repeating all over again. And it just felt like I was the one always there for them, and I couldn't really count on them as much as they didn't really understand me. So constantly explaining myself and how I feel or who I really am became like a little task for me, and it was really draining for me. So I was like, I'm out. So that is when I realized that I can't be on the giving end at all times. I need to be the receiver as well. I feel like when you crave growth, improving yourself and changing yourself, you can't really be around people who aren't really willing to change. They are just constantly interested in whining about their life, but they are really not interested in doing anything about it. Even when you talk to them after a year, nothing has literally changed. The things that have literally changed in their life would be the materialistic things or things that you can actually observe from afar. But when you go and have a conversation with them, you'll feel like they are literally just the same. And I love changing myself. I love improving myself. I love evolving so that I can be a better person. And that is what I want. I don't want to stay stuck. I want to grow and evolve constantly, because that is what life is about. Inside them, they were suffering just the same. They had the same problems they had a year or two ago. And I was like, why aren't you working on yourself so that you don't face those problems anymore? But they just, like you can guess, obviously they preferred whining. So I was like, no, that's really not a good energy to be in, because they focus more on changing the outer area, the things that the world can see, and they want to impress the world. And I really don't believe in impressing the world, showing off. I believe in changing myself so that when I meet someone, I'm more kind and sweet rather than dealing constantly with my anger issues that I'm working on. Honestly, even I was on my victim mode, because I was constantly like, okay, I have anger issues, that is just who I am. But now I am literally changing that. I am trying to be more calm and cool and not lose my temper every minute. And Definitely it takes time, but I'm getting there. So when I started focusing on myself, I started realizing that I wanted to invest my energy on friendships who also focus on themselves and their growth. And honestly, I didn't really realize all of this until I had a conversation with my school friend. And when I was having a conversation with her, I started realizing that I feel so much better talking to her. I feel more comfortable and more myself. Like the friendship that I have with her is the real friendship and not the ones that I was literally trying to keep together for so long, because in those friendship I always felt like the burden was kind of on me at all times, and friendships do hold you back. So I didn't want it to reach a point where it was gonna hold me back from my own growth. So I figured it is best to just end those friendship and focus on myself. And if you don't actually remove the people who are not meant to be in your life, you are not gonna be able to make the space for people who actually are supposed to be in your life, and new people won't enter your life. And for that, it was really time for me to let go and cut those people off. And now take a deep breath with me. Bestie, school, college and life is really going to be difficult, but the main thing you need to focus on is never ever lose yourself. Never ever let those people into your life who will make you lose yourself. So you have to be true to yourself. You have to be true to your standards and what do you want and what type of friends or connections, relationships you want in your life, and literally stick to those things. So it is always better to be alone rather than being surrounded by the wrong people. And trust me, the right people will find you if you stay true to who you truly are. Meet my best friend. He's my teddy boo. I have him since I was 8 and he has always been there for me when I cry, to wipe my tears and listen to me rant and vent. He is literal best friend. And you guys too. So if you like this video the way I enjoyed making this video and talking to you, hit the like button and subscribe so that we can grow together. And comment down so that we can keep a track on each other's progress. See you in my next video. Bye!